Running, running, running. What's up, everybody? Game Time Brian, otherwise known as the late mailman, working in the dark mailman. Don't forget to leave the light on. I know that's somebody else. How's everybody doing? I got it going sideways. I ain't touching it. So if it goes haywire, we leaving it. I don't have a lot to talk about. So far, so good. Michael Dana's in the house. What up, man? Blue Virus. What up, man? How you doing? You all right? What's up, Isaac? How is everybody? I hope everybody's good. Just a little FYI, I work tomorrow. I'll be doing a lunchtime chat tomorrow. But I will be doing a live stream tonight for the crappy. Hey, so over it. The crappy game tonight, but that's fine. I think it's Carolina at Chicago. You know what? Like, we get to look at our next week's opponent, right? Look at it that way, and we can talk. I'm sure Mark, he already reached out. A prime time, he may or may not. If he doesn't, I'll bring in my ready backup loyal. So I think 3-man booth is good. And then, but I will have a lunchtime chat tomorrow, but no mail Saturday. So expect a live sometime on Saturday. I do got to go out into my yard and blow my leaves out to the front. They're coming supposedly next week. It's so friggin' ridiculous. I actually got one of those. Yeah, I know, Lord Nova. I got one of those temporary fences, you know, that you put up out in front of my yard, out in front of my fence. And I got an area where me and my neighbors, we put our leaves in. But the guy across the street, both of them, they just pile them right out at the curb. And where do you think they're going to go? They're going to blow into my yard. So there might be a brawl at some point. Put some friggin' work into it, people. Friggin' ridiculous. But either way, I'll be live streaming tonight. Yeah, we'll do the game. And then I'll have my lunchtime chat tomorrow. We'll do something Saturday, and then we'll roll right in. I'm not live streaming all day Sunday, but I will be live streaming the Cowboy game. Me and Phil again. Do what we normally do. Rolling the next week. We moving. It's really, really warm today. My allergies are not good today. I think that's what it is. I kind of feel like my muscles are kind of achy. I got that post-nasal. Hey, Linda. Hey, JoJo. Yeah, I know a few of you said you don't like the 245. Unfortunately, that's how I have to do it. Unless there's absolutely no mail, then I can get further along. But I really do want to go. I'm supposed to take it by 2:30. I stretched it a little bit. I try and get the areas where I feel comfortable doing a video. Because I got some areas that are way busy, like this. This is like a major road that I'm on here. Not a major road, but, you know, just a little view. So, it's kind of like it's not my normal spot. But it's all right. We're going to make do, right? Hey, Lord Nova, how about them Sixers last night, man? I'm going to go out. I'm going to get a couple of jerseys or something. I got some stuff, but not much. Maybe I'll have time to do it. You stream later on in the year. But, so what's everybody up to? What's everybody up to? Allergies tend to go haywire this time of year. Seasonal changes. Yeah, and we did, man. Lord Nova, we look good. Relaxing, yeah. Well, I went to the hospital. Yeah, that's the one thing. Now, as we're doing this, I'm in a group text with my wife and my best friend and my buddy, Stan, and he's in transit to his rehab facility, which is probably 20 minutes closer to my house. What's up, Bride Guy 75? What's up, man? So, yeah, so, Stan understands, but I got there basically right after it opened, like 7:45-ish. And I was there till 2:30. So I kind of wiped my day out yesterday. It was kind of nasty weather, so I couldn't really do a lot. I haven't been sleeping well, so I was gonna live stream last night. I just wasn't feeling it. Just sitting here at your office watching the recap of the Dallas Cowboys. Oh man, God bless you, virus. I'm over the game now because I don't even like looking at the standings because I look at Arizona and they're like 1-8, and you know who the one was. Hey Regina, how are you? You know who the one was. Very, very frustrating. But listen, I had us losing to the Eagles. Did I want to win? And at the time, I'm going to readjust everything. I thought we were going to win. I thought we were the better team. We only scored 6 points in the second half. We couldn't recover anything. We couldn't operate without false starting, lining up in the neutral zone, on and on and on and on and on and on. So I'm trying to put that game in the rear view because I think we're going to play the Eagles 2 more times, right, Logan Motorsports? Yeah, Logan, that'll be a cool game. Interesting to see. The Eagles, the bye week came at a perfect time for you guys. Any update on your tight end? How long is he going to be out? Did they ever release anything? I don't know, Mike, if he's starting over him, but he's what's up, Coyote? I think his plays, he deserves playing time, man. That's how it should be. Yeah, Lord Nova, that's how I'm looking at it. We'll see you in 4 weeks. We'll see what's on the line. I'm just happy because I look at the schedule. Okay, 4 to 6 weeks. Yeah, I knew it wouldn't be the season ending. Now, N'Kobe Dean might be. If you saw Mark Holmes' video from last night or yesterday, I did see it. It might be just based on how many weeks, how many times you could put a guy on IR, and there's some weird rules, but he might be done for the year. So we'll see. The way it looks, good chance Dallas plays San Fran in the wild card round. Yeah, Philly D, just what we need. Fucking leave it to Philly D to bring me good news. Lord have mercy. We need Tolbert to start now. Yeah, I agree. Morrow slot right now in for Dean. Yeah, and I actually like your other linebacker. I thought he played well. So, what's up, Howard? So yeah, that's what the deal is. The game was crazy. It was good, but we will see how things next time. The refs better cool it. Yeah, so over. I told everybody about a month ago. Scoring across the league is down. There was a memo that went out to these refs saying, yo, start calling it. Let's get the scoring up. Scoring brings fans. But listen, not the fans like us. Not the fans like us. It's these new Shake It Off Tay-Tay fans. We don't need those fans. Yeah, I agree, Philly D. Thanks, Bride Guy. Yeah, but here's the caveat to that. I'm off Saturday, but then Monday I'll have 2 days worth. And hopefully I have enough. They're staffed enough to give me help because there's no way. I can already tell you. There's no way I'll be done before 7. Which is why me and Phil bumped back the after show. Not that we're getting a lot of views. I don't understand. People don't want to see the after show. I guess after we lose, nobody wants to see it. We got to break it down and keep it real. The Eagles were the better team. Who cares? It is what it is. It don't mean shit now. That's the thing. The only thing it means is towards the division. Just still, how many games we got left? 8? The Eagles have 8 after the bye. 8-1, 9, or they have 7. So, it is what it is. Got the air on me, so I'm feeling pretty good right now. What's up, Hamid? What's up, man? I'm over it. You're good now, buddy. I wasn't happy with you. It's all good. I get a little hot under the collar, right, Linda? I get a little worked up. It's all right. That's that South Jersey in me. This is what it is. Sometimes you got to brawl with your boy and then hug, make up, and go hang out. What up, Loyal? I assume Mark's going to be on with me. I don't know that Phil will. If Phil's not, I'll bring you on later. If Phil is, we'll have to play that one by ear. Are we better off having Tyron Smith just showing up game time? Michael Aldana, that's a good point, man. Tyron played unbelievably well. But what we need to do is get Terrence Steele. It's not that he's not healthy, it's that his footwork is all jacked up. It's only been 8 months since his surgery. He's come back, but his footwork is not good. Not good at all. So, we shall see. I'm good, broad guy. Yeah. So, we shall see. We need Terrence Steele to play good. Eagles capitalized, but the fact that we did what we did on the left-hand side with Tyron Smith and Tyler Smith, as we always say, if Tyron can stay healthy, it is friggin' ridiculous. Linda Conyer says, Cowboys and Eagles, just a great matchup. I thought it was a great game, Linda. I just don't like all the penalties. And again, I don't care that the Eagles win. I know I picked the Dallas by 3. What up? USMC, man. Shout out to you. Love you, brother. I really appreciate it. Philly is not the better team unless you include the officials. Dallas played good, but you can't beat the officials. Rusty, 2 of the bad calls led to 14 points for Philly. USMC, thank you so much, my man. I really appreciate you. Jacksonville beat the 49ers. Now, I think the 49ers come back strong. I hope, Logan, I hope they do. Because I want to see the Niners have to play into the last week against Seattle. Because Seattle, I know they got thumped in Baltimore, but that's a tough place to play. It does. And I'm not saying it because we lost. I'm just saying it in general. I'm sure you weren't happy on that last drive when they were throwing bones our way. We got the worst end of it. I'm just telling you. And you know what? I heard an interesting... Who was it today? I want to get this out, too, so you guys can talk, but I'm going to get this comment out. So if I miss your comment, just spam it again. That's fine. Because I don't want to go back and mess with it and pause it, because right now I'm good. Yeah, I know, Philly. It wasn't just against Dallas, but it's just ugly, man. I just let them freaking play. But then you're going to call ticky-tack on us, but then not. You see, I'm getting sucked back in. I don't want to do it. I lost my train of thought. About that, just like one more thing about that game. Do you know how they have the rule? I want to ask you guys this. I heard this on 105.3 The Fan this morning. Let's say that our tight end caught the ball, knee was down prior to the end zone, right? But if it's a scoring, and then falls over the goal line, knee down prior to, then falls over the goal line, why wouldn't it be a touchdown, knowing that the ground can cause a fumble? Think about that. That's a good point. Let's say that Schoonmaker catches it, knee down at the half-yard line, falls in the end zone, because I got news for you. If it's a scoring, you have to control the ball through the ground, right? That's weird. It's one of those weird plays. But it doesn't matter because Schoonmaker was getting hooked on the backside. But we're done talking about penalties. But yeah, so, you know, I'm moved on from that game. Eagles have a bye week. They desperately need it. Again, I'm going to reiterate what I say. Yeah. Chris May, I just want to see a game called with integrity at this point. Rest be helping Vegas. Yeah, man, I will say this. Not the Dallas Cowboy-Eagle game aside, there's been a lot of weird end-of-game scenarios. Now, anybody that bets, I used to bet all the time. Stay away from basketball. Yeah, I know, USMC, exactly. He got hooked, but, you know, I just can't get away from it. Excuse me. I feel like crap, man. but I could tell it's kind of post-nasal. Yeah, like Chris May, it just doesn't make for good. But they're trying to sell the game to these Taylor Swift wannabes. You know, how many? They are hot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6s. 10, 9. Yeah, I'll tell you one thing. I love the city uniforms from like 2 years ago with the old Spectrum. They were fire. They were good. Anyway, I just don't like it. I don't like the game overly officiated. I don't. Just like the tush push. I could care less. Whatever. Keep it. It's just ugly to me. I don't think the game comes down to the tush push anyway, honestly. So, keep it. I just don't. It's one of those weird plays, They'll sit there and they'll cut up, the kickoffs and all that BS and the punt, like the kickoff rules and all this. So friggin' stupid. These guys should have to sign a waiver to come into the NFL. I agree. There should be a safety board. Like a safety board who reviews certain things. But we've taken the physicality out of the game, man. Like, the odds of getting an onside kick are almost gone. Isn't that fun? Yeah, listen, Hamid. There's not much you're going to be able to do. You're going to have to be so good on the defensive line to make up for it, at least for this year. It is what it is. That's just how it goes. You can't afford any more injuries. That's why I said, we all get caught up in Dak versus Jalen. And so, game time, Stephen Cowboy Jones is part of that tush push rule. Yeah, that's why if you heard Jerry, he liked it. I don't mind. Yeah, because your son is a part of the problem. Sorry, Mark Holmes. Sports entertainment, they love Mahomes and Hurts. That's who they want in the Super Bowl. Marine, you're probably right, man. You're probably right. They want a replay. The onside rule needs to change or come up with another way. Philly D, it's stupid. It's like you're taking out the excitement. It's like when you get down and there's less than a minute to go and no timeouts, even though we went all the way down the field. But that was a help with a lot of calls, too, that I wasn't happy with. Eagles play zone. Teams will continue to complete yards. Yeah, I know, but that's going to kill him, Linda. I mean, you can say what you want about Dak. He chewed the zone up. Where I had the problem was when you're right around the 20, you need to take your shots into the end zone. And with the all-22, we saw some wide-open guys. Dak needs to tighten up a little bit down there. I know he's getting rushed. I know it. But the good quarterbacks find a way to get that ball home in the end zone. Or get a penalty. Since they're calling it like, no offense to the Girl Scouts, but I think the Girl Scouts are lining up out there, and they're trying to protect them. But it's just these rules are getting out of control. I know they're trying to be safe. Hey, listen, people, we may not like it, Philly D, but do you want to be safe? Then put them back in leather helmets. You won't see nobody, like spray paint them. You'll have the tush push. It'll really be rugby. But you won't see anybody leading with the helmet anymore. I guarantee you that. Leading with their head. You put them in leather helmets. Outside of that, stop it. We're going to have those damn shells that they have in training camp spray painted. We don't want that either. You have a chance. To make the game better, but don't kill the game. You put him in a leather helmet. Who's going to run head first if you're running down the field in a leather helmet? Nobody. Let me go back and see. I hope it don't screw up. What did Philly D say? Give a team a chance. I say get the ball at the 20. He has to play the game. Has one play to gain 25 yards. I don't care what it is, man. What's up, William? I just think that we need to do a better job as a league. I mean, what are they doing when they meet up? This competition committee, what are they doing? What are they talking about? How to screw running backs or something? I mean, like, what are they doing? What are they talking about? It makes no sense to me. It's all about the bottom line, people, which is why Roger Goodell is still the commissioner. It's all about the bottom line. And everybody knows Jerry Jones likes to run his mouth and came out about Roger, and Roger's been sticking it to him ever since. Most of the owners don't like Jerry because he likes to have his own licensing deals. How many Prescott took a nasty spill at the end of the game. He's like, he landed on his head. Hopefully he's okay. Yeah, thank you, man. That was a great tackle. That's how you do it. That was totally on the up and up. But nobody could ever question Dak's heart. Let me tell you, man. I've had some bad injuries in my life, but never like bones sticking out. Well, I did have my finger exploded once. I was playing ball, and it was a 92 or 93 mile an hour fastball. Hit my bat, but hit my finger. And my finger just exploded. Fat was hanging out of my finger. Not to get too graphic, I'm just saying. I did break my ankles, broke my arms. I was a rough kid, but nobody questions his heart, just ability to win big games. Yeah, the Trexler. Listen, man, it's tough to score when you're inside the 10, but you got to find a way, right? You got to find a way. I'm not one of those blanket statement guys. He didn't get it done there. Because he took the sack, because of this, because of that, it doesn't matter. Nobody cares that Jalen Hurts drove the Eagles all the way down the field after the fumble 6 and put points on the board. Nobody cares about that. In the big games, they're going to look at the one bad play. I'm not saying Jalen was the reason why he lost, but after that play, he was able to mount a drive and took the team all the way down the field. Your defense let you down in the Super Bowl, so it's like Dak's got to finish that drive. As much as I like Dak, and as you can see, he's a very good quarterback, you're not going to get the benefit of the doubt by he coming up short. You're just not. Yeah, Coyote, there was a lot of, I just got confused. I saw the Eagle logo. I forgot you lost a bet. Yeah, there was a lot of that. Coyote, just as us Cowboy fans, there was everything. I would say 90% of everything fell the Eagles' way. Mainly all the fumbles. So, sometimes they go our way. Am I happy that we lost? Clearly not. But the better team won the game. They protected their quarterback better than we did. The line play was better for the Eagles than it was the Cowboys. Defensive line, I think, was a push. Other than they got 5 sacks. Now, I would say Eagles' defensive line played better as well. I thought we played good. But I thought that the Eagles, because they put pressure on Dak, whether it be scheme, man on man. I thought Jalen Carter was handled a few times by our guys. But, he did make a couple great plays against Biotis, who's clearly not 100%. We played a bad game. Dallas played their best game, still couldn't beat us. Bride guy, that's not the case. Dallas didn't play their best game. They had 10 penalties. You can't say that. We had guys drop balls. Yeah, they play better on the lines, and that's what wins. Again, people, and listen, we only got 7 minutes left. You better just ride that game out again and talk about it. I'm cool with it. I will be on the night. Please, everybody, come check me out with most likely Prime and Mark Holmes, possibly Loyal. We'll see if Prime don't want to come on. But yeah, we will see what's going on. But that game came down to the last. If you would have said, listen, and my Cowboys followers, if you would have said, we got the ball at the 6-yard line, no timeouts, with 21 seconds left, would you take it against Philly in prime time? Damn right I would take it. And we score most of the time. I would say we score 6-7 times. But that's when it's tough to score, though. That's why I was going back to, we need to throw the ball from like the 15 to 20, that upper red zone area. Things are open more, and there was guys open, as you saw by the replay. Cooks would have walked into the end zone. Now, shout out to the pressure. If the pressure wasn't there, Dak possibly sees him, has time. But he felt the pressure, went to his first read. We know what happened. Yeah, Regina against Brady last year, right? He had a perfect game and a road playoff game. I know they weren't great, but I don't care, man. It's a road playoff game. It's a good win. Giants weren't good last year, Eagles fans, when they came into Philly and you beat their asses. They weren't great. It was a good playoff one. That's just how it is, man. Three-fourths of the audience TV ratings wanted Dallas to lose. I don't know. Probably. I ain't gonna argue with you, Mike. I'm not gonna argue with you. It's very possible. It's very possible. People hate Dallas anymore. I don't know why. We haven't won nothing in forever, right, Hamid? 49ers. Yeah, right. That's a good question. I think every year, Mark's saying every year they lose. I don't know that they lose like this. If they lose in Jacksonville, then they in trouble. But again, it's going to come down to injuries. Yeah, that's not good. I didn't see that like during the game. It was kind of a weird thing. I thought he actually got rolled up on by his own player. From this point forward, yeah. I mean, I agree. I know Eagle fans will say no, but I say we win our next 5, people. If we could win our next 5, you figure we have Giants at Carolina, and we're home for 4 of them. Home against the Giants, at Carolina. Home against Washington for Thanksgiving. Home against Seattle the following Thursday, which I think is going to be our toughest game. And then I think it's Monday night or Sunday night. We're home against the Eagles. I think we win our next 5. That's where the dilemma comes. How many of these games are the Eagles going to lose? And if they lose 2 of the next 3, then we're cooking with gas. I have a feeling they'll somehow win 2 or 3. And we're still fine, but then that puts a lot of pressure on us to go into Buffalo because Eagles schedule the last 3 games. It's win, win, win. I think they play Giants twice in Washington and I don't know, somebody else. Easy. So we have to go to Buffalo and to Miami. I think if we win our next 5, if we could split those 2, then I think we're good. But if ifs and buts were candy and nuts, what a Merry Christmas we would have, right? Dallas is a hard in the end, yeah. Not really. It's at Buffalo, at Miami. I tell you what's a tough game, but we're home. We're home against Detroit. We're home against Detroit. Yeah, I got your schedule. I think Philly wins 2 of 3 and loses in Dallas. KC may beat Philly. It's our best chance for them to lose a game. Yeah, I think Philly beats the Niners, which I would be fine with. F the Niners. Just like F Boston. F the Celtics and F the Niners. Obviously it would help us if they lost, but I could care less about the 49ers. I hope the 49ers struggle. Listen, if you're telling me we got to go into Philly for a playoff game, I'll take it. I don't want to play the Niners. I'm not saying we're definitely going to beat Philly, but I'd rather do that than go to Niners. Niners own us for whatever reason. We can't beat the 49ers. We can't. Yeah, Lady Libra, we'll see, again, how healthy everybody is, That's a tough game, but at home I like us to beat the Lions. I do. Everybody forgets we're 11-0 at home. We'll see how we are when we get to them. Linda, I hope you're right. We got smoked by him, so he's good against us. I feel more comfortable playing the Eagles in the playoffs than the Niners. Blue Virus, exactly. That's how I feel. Celtics the top of my list, who I hate. Me too, Philly D. I think I upset, who was it? Vinny. Vinny's a Met fan. Philly D, I was like, my main one is the Celtics, and then probably the Mets, and then probably Cindy Crosby and the Pittsburgh Penguins. That's probably it for me. So, All right, it's my 30 minutes is over. I got to roll, people. Thank you so much. Don't forget to come hang out with us tonight, all right? Later. No, I'm in South Jersey, kind of in the middle between Atlantic City and Philly, right off the Atlantic City Expressway. Right now, I'm in Hamilton. Later, people.